issues and within that the regulatory environment, the supervisory, all of that. Is it fair to say that our central bank and regulator were not fit for purpose at that time?
That's another way to put it. I said nobody seemed to be in charge. They did not play the role as forcefully as they should have.
Okay. If there was a period that you would look back, because obviously there was no limit on the length of time you looked back before 2008. What period would be most appropriate in your view for this investigation to look at in terms of the management of the central bank and the regulator?
I think it's probably, it's 5-6 years before 2008, so from 2002, 3, 4 onward.
Okay.
It's in those years where the data clearly shows that the property bubble became very, very big. The lending of banks grew sometimes at 80-90% a year. So that's when these problems appeared. Not only in Ireland, in many other countries of the world. It was the global environment, the EU integration of financial markets, and the homegrown problems of not responding adequately to that. So, but it's that 5-year period, I would think.
In your preparations for the report, no doubt you would have spoken to the head of the central bank. Did you talk to the previous heads of the central bank, or just the current, or the then as it was?
I will not mention any names. We interviewed about 100 persons.
Okay.
And this included government officials, bankers.
Of course, no, and I don't want you to mention any names. Just in the context of the structure of the euro and how we operate as the heads of the central banks, now 19, each being a member of the governing council of the ECB. In your understanding, at the time, and I suppose it's the same now too, when the central bankers are sitting around as 19 in Frankfurt, have they a fiduciary duty to the mission of the European Central Bank? And does that override any duties and responsibilities that they have to their national central banks when they're in that room?
What you indicate is indeed right. They have two hats. Central bank governors of the euro area have two hats. One is they manage their national central bank at home, but when they attend the meetings in Frankfurt at ECB, they are there in their personal capacity, and the Maastricht Treaty is very clear on this. They are not representing their country.
So they must act with the information they have in the best interest of the mission of the ECB rather than the member state.
Of the euro area as a whole, yeah.
Yes.